Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Hi,
so
people. Maybe
yes,
Hello, good
we are live. Um, good evening, good evening, good evening. This is the 8:45. Apologies for starting extremely late, 15 minutes. Had a bit of technical jargons. I think that's what it's called. All right. So happy birthday, first of all, peace and joy. Happy birthday. So let me just zoom in people's face so that all these people
thank
will
you
see people's face very
very
well.
much.
Hi,
The birthday
people.
people.
Thank you
So
for the birthday.
I think
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
glad.
by I saw a picture of the fact that I think they went to do what's it called now? People had a birthday something, people went for party. So let's just start off
When?
the conversation this way, right?
When?
How was the day for
Oh
you
my
guys? How
God.
was the day for you guys? How did it go?
Go
It
first.
was
Let my sister
fine.
go first.
It was fine. So we turned out test. We were just normal and okay.
For me,
Yeah.
the day was extremely reflective. As usual, I was thinking about my life. I was
Extremely
thinking, like, I was
reflective.
thinking about it.
When I see you na inside market, you dey
Yes.
think inside market.
But the thing you don't
Calm.
climax, now I take it come up for us kids. So
Right.
yeah, as in, it wasn't just
So
happening to
you
me.
guys
I
were
think it was
home
happening
all
to me.
through.
No,
No, we went
almost.
out.
Almost home, we're almost home or two at some point. Like, guy, we need to come out of this house.
Okay, so let's do
And
it this
that's
way. Let's do it this way. Give us a rundown. Give us a rundown of how the day went from when you slept yesterday, or if you stayed awake over the night, then when you woke up, and then what happened. Just a rundown to this point.
all right. Okay, yesterday, I slept around one, and I wasn't planning to sleep around one. My plan was to sleep probably around 9, and then just wake up and see was sending me happy birthday. But I had to quickly just a friend of mine sent a link to register for something, an academic stuff. So and the expiration is today. I
Yeah.
just had to quickly just and the registration was like in 25 to
Oh.
30 minutes. Answer some questions, upload some documents, like some basic documents. So I had to quickly do that. So doing the whole thing, in fact, that's draft an emergency resume that night. I just did that was what kept me till almost 12 midnight.
Right. Right.
Then after at 12 midnight, I don't know, maybe it was my spirit that was excited. So my body was just awake. So I was just awake till 12. Then I posted for myself. Then I went to sleep back. Then this morning,
Yeah.
then my family people wished me happy birthday as usual. I got some calls. I think now I'm receiving more calls this evening. I had to just put my phone in one side so that I will not be picking calls
Yeah.
now. But like so basically it
Right.
was a very reflective day. I think in the afternoon I began to really think because I have indices I used to check if there was progress within the last 365 days and now. Then some goals that were written, whether I was able to even hit
Okay.
close to those things. My job had okay, bye. All right,
Okay.
so I had to go through I had to go through I was thinking like, okay, those things I wrote that by this time I should have achieved those things. Was I able to achieve
So
those
I've
things?
done.
And
Right.
then of course, that factor to like try and compare yourself with your mates, age mates
Yeah.
you get.
Right. Yeah.
Alright. At round of
No, I'm hearing you. I'm
hello.
hearing you. Go on.
Okay, okay. Please, you have something to
Okay.
say.
My day really went well, but okay, Joy, continue. You say you're not done.
Can I continue? Or
Of
please should
course, you
continue from
can.
where I stopped? It's fine. The talk doesn't hang on. Should I
Okay.
continue?
Yeah, yeah, says can
All
continue.
right, so we were parted in the afternoon. She had to go and make her hair. But
Thanks to Victory.
Victory made hair, so she went to
Victory,
Victory's
thank
place.
you very much.
Victory Street is the next street after my house, so she went to Victory's house. So it was as though
Please
we're
don't describe
having
my own. Let me keep my own for me.
Okay, okay. I think that's the part we continue from. Right? We continue.
Okay, let me just start from here, from this
Yeah.
ceremony. Okay. I'm not sure if share going.
Okay.
Okay, my day went well. I think I also slept 1 o'clock. Then I just posted my picture and posted. Then I slept off, waking up the next morning, doing my normal things. After then, I went to make my hair. Going to make my hair. I was thinking a lot, like God, another phase. The I'm like the things I've planned for this year. I've achieved some, but not up to. I was like, God, see my mates have done this, I've done this. Later, I just carried my phone and I switched to Snapchat.
Yeah, recording and
Then I started recording videos
to encourage myself.
to encourage myself. I was just like, there was this song that was ringing in my mind. That was by Limo Blaze, the latest song, Gyre,
Maverick something.
and the
The
Afro
Afro hip hop version of Jerry by Maverick Music, right?
yes. I was just,
I even posted
I
something
was
like that.
singing it then. I was like, God is my provider. I don't care how the birthday goes, but
Almost.
I believe in God. I believe so much in God.
We're
Like,
speaking deep things.
I was like, I believe that His promises are sure and
Encouragement.
they will come, they become real. Because I was just encouraging myself. Most times it's good you talk to
Those
yourself.
encouragement video, we post
Talk
it
to
yes, they
yourself.
come.
Because
Yeah.
I showed Joy the day I came back, so she was
I was
encouraged.
also talking to myself really loud in the closet. I wasn't recording myself, so I was talking to myself.
I
Okay.
was just talking to myself. I was,
Yeah.
As in
God,
different locations simultaneously.
I was like,
Talking to
I was
ourselves.
just remembering what God has been doing for me since previous. So I was like, God is faithful. I still believe God's word and the word works. I know what the Lord is going to do for me in the
Right.
coming year. So I was just encouraged.
Right.
And going
Right.
there, I got my first gift from Victory. Thanks to Victory. Coming back, then I showed Joy the video. That's how she was encouraged.
When she
Thank
came
you,
back,
Victory.
I felt really encouraged. And I came to discover that the indices I was using to measure progress were actually very, 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 very wrong. And I think this is
Right.
something that,
Right. Right.
yes, it's very wrong. I was comparing myself with, yeah, there's no special, there's no cake surprise. They're just here, look at yourself.
Apart from cake surprise, those that like
Yeah.
marriage and stuff like that. Your mates have married. What
No,
are you
I never
doing?
got married. I was
I'm
just
like, I'm like,
I say you're being head of God.
and I was like, there was a time I started thinking, I was like, this one
It
was
was more
doing
of the
so. Are you
financial.
sure? Are you sure? Anyway, thank God
Okay,
for
so
plan.
So the
before
indices,
we
I
jump
began
into all
to,
of those, right? Because we are going to get into that. Before we jump into that, right? I want to ask.
let me share,
So you guys have
wait
been,
first. Let me quickly share.
yeah.
Please let me share this video, my. Let me share
There's
it
a
to
high
my
probability that
sister.
if you step out of this
I
thing,
want to
the
go.
the whole thing will cancel. Oh. Okay, so just go on, share. So for people who are listening, we're still having joy and peace, celebrating their birthday. They just stepped out a bit. They'll be joining us. I'm seeing comments from Minister Lydia. I'm seeing comments from Monachi. I know her. So we'll just wait a bit for them, right? And while we're waiting for them, if you have questions, if you have something you want to ask, uh, Joy and Peace, you want to ask any one of them individually, or you want to ask them as twins, right? Because me, I have my own pack of questions, right? That I want to ask about twins living together and all of those kind of things. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. We would go through and we'll read your question, and then of course they would respond to the question. All right, so we're having them come back to join us in a bit. All right.
intentions.
Yes, welcome,
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
welcome, welcome,
We
welcome.
are here.
fine, going nowhere.
We
Let me
just
just
heard
give
from my
a
sister.
heads up. These two girls, they don't ever stop talking. I don't think when they are together they ever stop talking. There's always something they're talking about. There's always something they're talking about. So you might notice it during the conversation that they will just start talking about something that, but well, we shall see.
Like,
All right.
if
So
they
we have
we quickly settle, resume.
just before we go on, we have Minister Lydia who has wished you happy birthday. We have um Monachi as well, who has wished you happy birthday from the comments as well. So thank you so much, guys, for celebrating our celebrants. All right, so let's go to the questions. I'm hoping that we don't spend too much of time, right? You guys have grown up as twins, and you have
Thank
lived
Thank you
you have
very
lived
much.
together you have lived together as twins for um all your life. I think that's the point. So let's start
You
with
promised
let's
to
start
like
with
yeah, thank you so much.
what
you, Nachi.
what
Thank you very
what
much.
has been
Thank you, Mr.
what
Lydia.
has
Thank you
been
very
I'm just trying to put the question, what has been the advantage, or what have you enjoyed having to live together as twins? What have you guys enjoyed having to live together as twins? Let's start with that.
Begin first, please. Yeah, begin first. Oh, so what have we enjoyed doing twins? One of the things we've enjoyed companionship. So one, there's always somebody to talk to, understand? At least she's always there. There's somebody to play with, like play with in such a way that the person never get offended. Even if the person gets offended, you still forgive me
much.
last year. You don't have choice because we are stuck. We're stuck together, baby. We're stuck. So she doesn't have any choice. That, or even when even if I'll friend her, she don't have any choice that she forgive me because we're together.
And can even last an
And there are
hour.
times where we need to quarrel and our parents will be like, you guys are twins. God has a reason why he brought the both of you together. I'm not be quarreling.
Yeah, right.
That was when we were infants. Now they're like, oh, I like the two of you. Wish I was born as a twin. My dad would be like, I wish I was born as a twin. She's the one that they keep in the same company. My mom would be like, hey, she's taking care of your sister. Oh, next life, I'm gonna come as a twin. And I was like, Mama, I'm your
Yeah,
twin. I'm your twin already. Just like, no, no, no. I want
yeah,
there's this pool. There's this pool, understand? There are times where one person won't really be good for one thing. Like, can I talk about one second? Okay, like when we were in secondary
Don't
school.
take it as a cheat.
Okay, when we
yeah,
were in secondary school, we all just got to secondary school, like J1. My sister was in because we left a school system to a new school system. We're in a public primary school where we're doing maximum 6, 7 subjects per term.
yeah,
And then all of a sudden, we just the common entrance at first, because of the sudden change of standards, my sister self didn't catch up. But
yeah,
I was the only one that passed. And the standard in the school, if they are twins, both of them, at least one passed, both of them are getting admission. So that's how we both got admission. And many people will be like, oh my God, you understand? So many people, so and over the years, as we kept on going together, she was able to catch up, you understand? But some people there are other people who repeated classes several times because they didn't really have that sibling support, you understand? Probably they're even the first child, you understand? So if you're not doing well, there are even other people you are supposed to even help. That was one other major advantage in the sense that when we were in secondary school, like literally the math teacher will be teaching and teacher will cross her leg and not even bother. Because when she gets home, Joel will explain to me. You get that kind of vibe. Joel is gonna explain to me. So
That's
she
serious.
comes the next day and gets her
right.
assigned the assignment because Joel, have they talked to your
Okay,
class?
so has there been
I've
any
not talked
point
to
where one person got into trouble and then the other person fought for the person?
Let me
which
ever
trouble would I
enter
have before?
to. Is it
No, I don't think so. We are
I
peaceful
think based
people.
on
We
my
never really
based on my
have.
I think based on my knowledge of you guys, I can say it was probably peace that got into trouble and the enjoy went to blow somebody's head away. But yeah,
Not
can you guys
really.
think of a story or something?
I can't remember, Shao. I'm trying to remember one. Maybe a scenario actually happened. But
Oh yes, or somebody that there was somebody that I think the person was kind of insulting me. I can't really remember. Oh yes, when I was in secondary school, the person was kind of insulting my personality. Then
yes, you talk.
Joy,
You just quiet. Your sister they talk. You just quiet. This kind of person you be. You
me
get.
I talked, but I didn't really.
But
I
even
just,
outside, there's some things she doesn't even like talking. I'll be like, hire this person me come up for this place.
so
He
there are
said,
some messages. I was like, I don't have power for it.
I
I
used
don't
to,
have strength
I
for
used to
this thing.
reply a
I
WhatsApp
just
message
keep doing,
sometimes. She just
reply all
like
these
help
people.
me to
Like
reply, and the problem will be solved once and for all.
that's
So
all.
that was different.
And me, I would just play along.
Sometimes
I
it
was the
has
one chatting.
disadvantages. So as in sometimes the fire is too much. She will not have to come into the situation to
Yeah.
say, I beg,
Beg
not
me,
let her
move
be
this
like
one.
that. Yes. So and I'll be like, oh, I'm sorry, I
Okay, so
overreacted.
you guys are Christians. You guys
Yeah.
you guys are believers, right? And I know that for sure. So I want to ask, as twins, did you guys get born again at the same time, or was there a
No,
disparity? Like one person got to know Jesus before the other, or
I
so
don't.
let me hear. Is it okay? So Joy, when
Okay,
did you become born again? Peace, when did you become born again?
Now what history? The truth is, I've always been in church, that kind of thing. So and all my
okay.
primary school days
Yeah.
always come out to give out press. So actually, when I got to J1, that flyer, I had this is the last time I will come out to give my life to Christ, and this will be the year of my new birth, and that was the last time.
The
Then
same thing
I was
with
10. I was
Right.
10 years old then. And at that 10, 8, 9, 10, I was really taking as in preaching during children's church, like children's
Scripture
day,
Union.
scripture union, 9, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
They didn't give him. So that was age 10. I was like, this is the last time I'm going to come out to give my life to Christ. This is the new birth date. And I thought that was. So I can just say 10. When I was 10, that was when I did my life.
Okay,
Okay, what
me,
about Peace? Peace, what about you?
I was in church, like this church, you are inside church, so you think you have got you are born again everywhere.
All night to
Yeah.
ask for church. Yeah,
So,
inside the church.
so me, I was thinking I was born again. I was thinking every day, anytime they call us, like they call, come and give your life to
You
Christ,
still
I will
feeling
come back.
guilty and coming out.
I'm like,
Yeah,
After
right.
that age 10, I don't
and the funny thing, I'll be looking at my face. Why did you not come back? Why did you not come back? So I
Right.
kept coming out. Like, okay, I think when I just entered jail, on Abi. No, it was third term, Abi.
Mine
It was
was, I
third
think mine
term.
was first time. Mine was first time.
So I just told myself,
This is the last
this is
time.
the last time. If I go back again, it's none of my business.
This is the last time.
I'm not coming out. It's not complete embarrassment. They'll be preaching what you know. Like,
I didn't you've entered several times. And everything is looking the same way you met it. No, there's nothing to
Yeah.
fix. Like you have the room to arrange the and fix the chairs. Finish and to the next day enter again. Everything is fixed. You be like and they're teaching you how to arrange the chairs to arrange because only something we do over and over again. And from that point I became more intentional in progressing. Being intentional with building a relationship with God, being intentional with having a culture of studying the Bible, being intentional with evangelism. I think first I came out of evangelism, I was 11. Just came out of the street and I just went to the mechanic shops around. I mean, the man I get them.
Oh God, Jedi. And also, I remember then I just told myself, this one will end everything. I'm not coming out.
So after me, there was real progress. There was real progress. I was not just
there was progress.
looking around.
Then in school, she was in Carabans, right? I was in among characters.
Then I started reading books, spiritual books. I think I started reading spiritual books at 11 or 12.
Yes, the first book I think was Pastor
Sam Osaiga. Then he does them.
Really interesting.
Then he does them crusades here in Ekoma. So his books are very, these Edo blood vibes, death by fire vibe. Yeah, it's and that God now brought it to understand how the kingdom. Yeah, there's this vibe of how witches are doing some dramatic video. It's so interesting. So that's what I started with, and then
also apart from that, I remember when we were still very young,
Okay,
when we were in
awesome,
primary
awesome,
school.
right? Let me just quickly say we had a number of other people. Um,
Mm,
let me cut you guys
mm.
because you guys will talk and finish our time today. All right, can you guys hear me?
We came
Yes, we
ready.
can hear
We
you.
came ready with this.
Awesome. So we have a number of birthday wishes again, and I'm just going to spotlight that. We have um, from someone who's joined
Joy.
namesake saying happy birthday.
Joy,
We
is
have
it? Oh my God, thank you. Wow, I saw it. So that did wish me happy birthday.
we
Joy,
have
how
somebody
are
that says he's a
you?
neighbor, a sweet next door neighbor, is
Oh my
saying
God,
happy
I know.
birthday as well.
I bet it was 12. I think so. Yeah.
Blessings.
Bless you.
Una go
Thank you
share
so
rice
much.
reach the
Thank you
neighbor.
so much.
Yes, it's a sweet neighbor, as
First
in a neighbor
time.
that.
Thank
First
you.
time, thank
Let's
you.
see.
Bless
Godsend,
All
thank
you.
right. So
you.
like I said,
Blessings.
if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any questions for them, you can put in the comments, and then we would address that. So yes, hmm. The thing is, there's a question that is inside my chest, but they are threatening me that I should not ask this question. So I'm going to calm down. But if anybody asks it in the comments, I'm going to read it. I want to be a
Of
good
course.
human being. I want to be a
We are
gentleman. So I will
ready.
not ask what's in my heart. But okay, there's another blessing who is saying happy birthday. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right.
Oh, that's blessing.
So
Thank you so
moving
No,
much. Happy
on.
blessings,
birthday.
thank
I'm going to wish
So
myself happy
moving
birthday.
on. Do you guys have things that you want to do together as twins, like growing up? So for example, probably because I've heard of stories where twins talk about the fact that they want to get married to probably a twin. They want to get married to twins. They want to give birth to twins. And they want to get married on the same day. All of those kind of things. So do you guys have things
Oh,
that you are like, okay,
my
we want to achieve together
goodness.
or stuff? And I just use marriage as an example, but it can be anything at all. Are there
No,
any
no, no.
things
We don't want to get
that you
married.
guys have thought? I didn't thought. That's why I said marriage is an example. So are there any things that you guys have thought that okay, it would be cool if
Just
we do it and
yes, that's it.
happen the
Like
same day?
you. It's very tough in your mind.
alright, so there are a couple of things we want to do together. It's not like we're not necessarily that kind of thing that like want to get married the same day, want to get married to something. No, no, no. We're just
Yeah.
individual. See, although we are twins, we are very, very individual. In fact, we're not in the same campus, and I'm so happy about that. So she can mingle with the kind of people.
Joy,
So I will mingle, and
Can
then
you
there'll be a
imagine?
merging of us. So I will be in the same place.
I was
Sharing friends.
at first I was not really
She's
happy with
making
that.
friends, and she adding her friends to my own. I'm making friends, adding my friends. We're in two
I
different
did the
locations,
first.
so it's
But we're still connecting.
yeah, we're still connected. What there are a couple of things we want to do together. One of the major things we want to do together are more of revival movements amongst
Yeah.
young people. Yeah, we didn't do it
Right.
together. Like it's a lot of stress trying to get familiar with people you are not being used to. So fun you are already used to. Let's just continue the ministry. Yes, and then we're going to
Yeah.
do a lot together in education. Yes, she's in education. Of course, I'm also interested in education. Although she's starting education from BSc level, me I'll start from postgraduate level. Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, we're gonna do a lot in education together. But if it's like all those other get married the same day now, we may probably for me I would have prefer I've been praying about it. I prefer we get married within 6 months or the same year, understand? So one person will
Yeah.
not be
Right.
disturbing the other person will have problems, you understand? So we just
You know, we never disturb.
no, I think we talk, no, because we don't
All right. So another question I'll ask is this. There's this thing about the saying that twins are like connected people, so they kind of like do things the same, whether they are together or not. So I think there's an experience that I think a story I heard where um was although this was they were very identical, right? But they were separated from birth, and then they got to meet each other when they were like 30 something or so. But then they looked through like pictures they've had and stuff like that, and they realized that there were a number of things that even if they were not connected, um they did together. So have there been anything that it just that felt like connected you guys, where you guys you're not saying this, you're not maybe doing, you're not in the same place probably, but you were sort of like doing the same thing at the same time, more like a chord or something connecting you guys? Has there been any experience like that?
Okay, I think there are similarities between us and there are differences. But
Hmm.
one other thing to just know is that we are complementing each other. We are not same. We are complementing each other. Yes.
Right.
And also there are similarities because when she's in our campus, I'm in my campus, there are things that we do the same kind of,
But we're praying
like
together. We're
we're
praying together.
praying for, as regards our academics, there are certain goals that we wanted to achieve that we are doing together, and also
Right.
sensitizing young people on how to go about their purpose, their vision, getting serious with their life on
Right.
time. That's one thing we do together and we do at the same time.
So like you're saying like
Right.
without that instinct, without us communicating, whether we do things together. For me, since we grew up together in the same background, there's every likelihood that we're gonna do certain things alike.
Yeah.
Then for that genetic factor of twins that are separated that are birth doing things together, I think this is something that could even happen with amongst siblings because they're carrying their parents' genes, you
Yeah.
understand? So they may sit in a particular way, do things, respond to certain things in a particular way. And of course, if they're within the same environment, like let me say the same country, of course, the country there's a unified, there's some
Yeah.
practices that unify in countries, at least even if there are diversities all over different regions, within that country, there'll be some unifying responses. With tech now, with the um, the internet, a lot of things that make us kind of uniform.
Right.
A lot of things that make us kind of uniform, you understand? So that's how the things that I believe. But I don't know. I don't know that twins have an instinct that make them respond same. But I don't know. Maybe.
Okay. So let me ask. Are you guys here? Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I wanted to ask. Can you give us an instance of one of the things that like both of you don't agree on? Are there
Do
anything
agree
like
on.
that, like maybe belief systems or something that both of you don't agree on?
Do not agree. Yeah, there's one. What do you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. How are you doing? Say it tonight.
Not relevant.
We do not agree
Okay,
on
so
that.
but you guys have stuff that you guys don't agree on. How do you handle it? Like, how do you guys now handle that difference?
No, I just try to appreciate the way she sees it. Try and get to find out if there are many other people seeing it like that. And then try and see the way she sees and then explain to her the way I see it. Like she see I didn't say, but I will just mention it a bit. I don't really agree on like you know ladies shape, you understand? My sister is a professional in all those
No,
things.
no, I'm not.
And me, I'm more of clothes. Any body type you have, there's clothes for you. You understand? I'm not saying. My sister like there's a particular
Yeah,
shape that make the clothes fine. You understand? Like if this one does not fit you, there's the one that will fit you. Go and buy the one
I
that's your body
agree.
Eh,
type.
that's
I
what I'm
And
agree.
saying.
I
sister
agree
will
with
be like,
your
no,
sister.
There are some clothes that certain kind of person cannot
cannot
wear.
wear.
So you have to
For me, I'm
look
like,
for the one
Right.
that will
you
fit
should
you and
not
wear.
feel bad. Don't kill yourself. That's the
Um,
one that your body will allow you to wear. And remove your hair from the one your body will. And life is balanced. But my sister was like, no, no. No, I wish this to be like this. This person is really bad now that I cannot. Oh, you know, that's something we are
Yeah.
disagree to tomorrow. Leave it like that.
so, so till tomorrow. So you don't
back
believe
on
that she can come to your side or you can come to her side of belief, right?
Unbelief. That's something basic, sha, but every other thing is fundamental. No, they are non-negotiable things that we agree on those things.
Right, right,
But
right,
belief,
right.
all those other periphery things, like it's fine.
Okay,
mm,
so let me ask Pace for so what's your idea about life in general basically? So what's your belief around life? If you are to define life for you, what would that definition be like?
okay. Thank you for that question. Life itself is the major thing is that we came to this life for a particular purpose. You not just come to live Like, and just forget about yourself and forget about what God has sent you here to do. You have a particular purpose here on it, and trying to find it, not just trying to find it and start fulfilling purpose, because everybody will, because that part of you has a way of like, how would I put it now? That part of you has a way of supplying to people. So if you neglect your own part that you fulfill on here on earth, certain things will be missing. So just know that there are set there God has a particular reason that He has brought you here on earth. And fulfilling that purpose makes God happy. So you have to find your purpose,
Right.
find where you are in here on it, and
Right.
fulfill
Yeah,
it.
I think that's very important
Any other
because
question?
uh of course it's useless for you to just be in
I
life,
get
right,
your
and not have a reason for being around. So I think that's a very valid thing, right? It's a very valid thing.
yeah.
So, Joy, if you were to go back in time to say 10 years time, 10, 15 years time, is there anything that you would probably think, oh, okay, you want
Yeah.
to advise yourself to know what to change or to just to become a better version of yourself? Is there anything like that?
If I was to like, or let me just say, I was to go back to myself 4 years ago. I think it would be easier for me. If I was
No,
to
like
advise,
10,
like,
15 years ago. Oh, okay, let me rephrase it. Let me rephrase it this way, right? If you were given the privilege to see yourself when you were younger, like as you are now, you are given the privilege to go back in time, right? 10 years or 15 years
like
from now and see yourself and talk to that version of yourself. What's an advice that you would have given
yeah,
yourself?
what I've told myself is don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself. Your thoughts are legit because even when I was growing up, like as far as I could remember, as early as age 4, 3, 4, 5, I was a very inquisitive child. You know, kind of my mom would be like, "A small picking they
Yeah,
think, a small picking think." I was that kind of child. That I analyze why does my daddy not have a car? Why doesn't daddy
yeah,
travel all the time? Like the way neighbor's daddy is traveling. Why is mommy carrying 2 bags to school? Why does mommy say we shouldn't go to that house? Why does that he go smell when they
right.
cook it? You get? I was very, very
I
inquisitive.
hate goats.
I used to just so
Yeah.
yes. What you say?
Okay,
So
good.
I would tell myself
I was
that
saying I hate
at some
goats. I
point
was
I
saying
used
I hate goats.
to, alright. I know why. Because of where you stay. Alright, so let's talk about that. So what I would I would advise myself is you are made for something spectacular. Relax.
Right.
There's a process. Submit to God and to flow. I get worried a lot that time. I used to get anything child, I'll be getting worried about things because at that early age, I see pictures. I used to see pictures of things, but then I wasn't really trained to trap these things. You understand? I wasn't trained to draw what I see, talk about what I see. You understand? And as an adult, a child is talking, even if you don't understand what the child is saying, just try and just keep something somewhere. Maybe years to come,
Right.
pieces will join together and to make sense. So what I would have like advised myself more is like relax, don't worry. This this ability to think things through is not to harm you. It's not to it's
Right.
not to make you look like a weirdo. It's actually a good thing. Just relax and flow in it. Don't
Yeah.
overthink it. Just let it flow. You know the way something is just you. Let it flow. Don't let it enjoy
Right.
it. Enjoy it. This is you. Enjoy it. Like express it in the way you can. And then I'll just also advise myself to don't limit yourself. Like what you pictured in your
Right.
mind. Like when I saw people playing songs, I'm like, I'm not the sing songs. It's ridiculous. In fact, there's some songs, some past song, spiritual poets, spiritual brothers and pastors used to
Right.
speak in church things.
I hated songs
I can
then.
still remember. I know talking for years. I will not be sounding weird. You understand? That one brother that was speaking one songs every day. Also sing that songs. Up to the extent that kids now will not be what. What is the man can watch this video? You know they talk. So you know, so as kids will be walking behind him and then him, and then we'll
And
be
they will be laughing
laughing,
at the back.
at the back, go outside just and laugh to our food and
Then
come
when we
back,
get home, we start gisting and talking about it. Then we start
laughing.
laughing. And
Mm.
it was really that I was like, I hated talking to them. There were some talks that we hate. Yeah, I was like,
So
Lord, I don't
in
want
fact,
to
when I actually even decided, when we decided, when we decided to speak in tongues, then from age 10 we did on life to Christ, 15 years, everybody, all your friends are speaking in tongues. People that don't used to read the Bible like you. You are just, and this thing I not catch on. You understand? So when I finally decide, one finally decide, I'm going to speak in tongues. I started telling you, I don't like these songs.
I choosing
This kind of tongues that so they can easily say what
You
you're
they
select
saying.
will start mixing it like
songs.
I want this
mix
man's songs mixed with this man's songs. I used to like Pastor Sam's songs then. Pastor Sam was like that.
yes,
Jesus Christ.
and
When I was speaking, so I was speaking French or Spanish. Very fluent. I'm like, oh, yeah, yes, I want God when I was speaking, this is the one I want. And then I want this one. Mix it. Just mix it like this. Let it sound like this. Then I'll like
and remember there was a time when I'm like, God, give us a particular type of
wait,
song.
so yeah, that was after we started speaking in tongues for about a year, I think so. Then I wanted an upgrade. I only
Yeah.
spirit.
Because we're tired of this one
You know
word,
this
one
kind
word,
of
one
song
word.
that you cannot sing the you know, you feel like it's a cover. You know
All
when
right.
Pastor Lawrence speaks in tongues now,
Yes, now.
just Apostle Joshua
Yeah.
Selman, you know, there's
Apostle
Apostle
Babs.
Babs Sade with me. This way their songs used to be I said, if like sentence, you can easily write it and read it. You get I'm like, oh, I want this
And
Yeah,
my
it's
song.
right.
unique.
I want my songs to
Yeah,
upgrade.
true.
Actually upgraded to be fast.
Just see to start praying about
Start praying about
But like,
God.
God,
When
we
I
don't want this to
song,
come out.
I want my songs to he upgraded. Yeah, it's upgraded. It has never stopped
That's really
upgrading.
weird.
Okay.
There's
Okay,
like,
awesome. I
God,
think I
we
want
want
I
this
want to
type, we
reflect
want
that
this type, we
question
want...
to
Yeah, like we
peace
kept...
as well.
I remember that time
Mix with Orenzi with we listed the people's songs we wanted.
You remember the time Apostle Joshua Selman's song, there was one we recorded. We recorded it in our phone. We kept listening to it. I was like, okay, I
One
can't
day
say it,
my
I can't
songs
say
will
it.
sound or like one day my songs will sound like this.
It was
Very
really
fluent,
nice. I was like,
fluent,
Joy, can you hear that
authoritative.
song?
Who demons to know that somebody just gave a judgment, said no, that kind of thing. It's really weird, but
Yeah.
it works.
And I was
Yeah, I
like,
think I think I think
that was
that's key. I
now.
think I think to be honest, that conversation is it's really important. I feel like because a number of times Christians do
Okay.
not understand
Can
that
you go
they can
again with the
actually
question?
okay.
Hello?
So I think I've had a
Can you
bit
hear
of
me?
time lag. Let me do this.
Um, in your face.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
Can you go again with the question?
Just a minute.
Can you guys hear me now?
I want to say my... Yes, I can hear you. You're asking me a
Okay, so I
particular
feel like I
question.
feel like there's a time lag thing. Can you guys hear
Hello,
me?
Shegun.
Okay, so I think one of us is going to have to log out because I feel like and I think this it happens with networking a lot. There's a time lag glitch. I don't know if I am faster or they are slower or they are faster and slower. Um,
No, it's perfect.
It's okay for me.
it actually feels okay from here, right?
Okay, see that the people cannot hear us. Yes.
I can hear you guys. I can hear you guys, but it's like a 1 minute time lag. So when I say something, it takes 1 minute for you, like almost 1 minute for you guys, for it to get to you guys and you guys would hear. I think it's network time lag. So it usually happens. Um, this is 9:24. So I think let's wrap up. Let's wrap up this conversation. If you guys can hear me. Um,
I think it's perfect now. I'm seeing it for my sister. It's perfect.
okay. Can you hear me? Okay, I want to know if you are in the comments, if it's I want to know which of them is faster, whether it's me that is live or it's I'm saying this at 9:25, right?
Yes. Okay, it's perfect. But I think it's okay.
I think you will join. You will join later. We'll be rounding up. So thank you guys for those who sent me messages, posted my pictures. I'm so honored. I pray that God honor you people too. God honor you. Just um fulfill your heart desires. I know all of you have desires in your heart. I pray that that level of purpose you desire for yourself, you're able to come into that level. Like you're able to come into that level that you desire, purpose, that nothing stops you. God empowers you to go through challenges. Yes, life will always have its own level of challenge, different challenges, but I pray God just strengthens you. For those of you that are going through challenges right now, pray that the Lord sends his angels and the Lord by his spirit strengthen you to go through this phase. That you receive the promotion that comes after going through this phase. That do not abort the process. I'll bring a better version of you. In the name of Jesus. I pray that everything that you desire comes to you within the confines of God's will. I pray you don't make mistakes. I pray you do not make mistakes. As a young person, every area of your life that you desire the leadings of God, you desire accuracy. I pray that you find that accuracy, you find strength. A lot of people have gone into things and you've experienced failure. You experienced failure. You experienced something that didn't really work out the way you planned. I pray that the Lord gives you the power to be resilient. Get yourself together and keep pushing. As long as there's breath in your nose, there's no reason why you should shut down. Keep moving. And I want to emphasize this. Begin with the little things you can do. Yeah? You don't have to come live on Facebook to start being a blessing.
Yes.
Just start.
One other thing, don't stop comparing yourself with
Please do not
any
compare
other any
yourself.
person. You are unique.
You're unique.
Because that person you are comparing yourself with, if you don't find yourself, that person will still be lacking from your success. Your uniqueness. I'm unique on my own, and find the expression. Don't try to copy anybody. You are original. You are not duplicate of anybody. So just try to flow. Don't compare. You not say, Joy is life. She's doing a particular program on her Facebook, and me, I'm nothing to write home about. No, don't do that.
You don't to just be that little child in your compound.
You may even be a support system. You know, most times all these people that support, they are not majorly the one outside.
They're not on the surface.
They are really very important. So don't feel less of yourself.
Some of you, what God may even expect for you right now is that little child in your compound asking the child, have you done your assignment? Why didn't you go to school today? And so I'm telling the child, did you fight in school? Why were you fighting in school? Why the uniform? There's just being there to be that within the period you're going to be in that environment, influence people within your reach for positive impact. That could just be what God wants from you. And you're worrying yourself with having an audience of 5,000 persons on YouTube, 4,000. And the truth is, I always say this and I will keep saying this. At every cadre of influence, at every level of influence, we need people showing up from just 2 persons, 1 person, 3 persons, 4 persons, someone just walking on the road. For at latest different levels, we need people showing up to be responsible leaders. So you're not just gonna be saying, you could just be in your house, being a responsible. For those of you who have maybe your firstborn, you're privileged to be a lead figure amongst your siblings, being there for them. Your sister is experiencing heartbreak, and she's absorbing companionship from a friend. I'm not saying friends should do their job, but she's your siblings, it's your blood.
Yes,
You
you
even
need to
call
be
her and
there
say,
for her.
God send, or whoever, let me say, thank God, or whatever the man's name is, just broke up with me, or and you're like, and
Like I
I
told you
know,
before,
I better tell
no,
you,
no, no, no,
you know,
don't
some
try
of
to worsen the
I know
situation.
some of us
Instead,
are choleric, so we don't really have to. So not emotional, but try, just try and be like, oh, that's you mentioned that the exam you're gonna write. Were you able to write it? Just literally to show up, call your mom. Were you able to go to the office? Did you go to the market? That business you said you were trying to do with that farm you said you start doing. Were you able to do it? Just showing up little. This could be the things you should be doing now. Some of you are pursuing high level influence. They are neglecting the grassroots. Understand? When something happens to those people, you will still run back.
yeah.
It will still affect you get, because you've not built structures in place to ensure that things are okay down there and you're running outside. If things go wrong down there,
Now, all of that is spend
it
time
will
with your family members. Spend
and
time
those
with
that are family to you.
yeah.
Value, treasure them, spend time with them. Understand? You can't really bless people as suppose if you've not been able to really be a blessing within your immediate space yet. Or you want to be doing with superficial, we may not be able to be, we may not be able to sustain. So we'll just give our final word to every young person. What this that to every young person. So we pray and end like
Continuation.
what we have to say every young person now. Just a final word for that young person so we can
Okay. What I would like to say is that value your process, respect your process. Hmm? Value your process. Don't jump any process. Don't just let's say ah you don't jump any process. The process that the Lord has is taking you to. Go through that process. Don't meet anyone because if you meet anyone, you surely go back to that particular process that you meet. Just go through your process and you finally get to your destination. Don't meet any process. Yeah. Don't just skyrocket. Like some persons now, they'll say, I need to get that with home. I need to get that human health 100K. And when you
now,
can get something like the one of 20, 30, just get that. With time, you are building up, you are building. Life is in phases. Don't just, oh, you want to please somebody. No. Start with something. Not the one you just, I will find money and get it, then it turn to minus the next
and
day.
then you
No,
go up and shrink
no,
immediately.
no, no,
Because
no.
you
Go
didn't
through
you
your
didn't go into
process.
that phase, so you're not able to stay there. Understand? But if you go into a phase, you remain there for a long time. And you
Yes.
don't just
You
remain
will
there,
master it.
you bring other
Serious.
people into that space so that you be so balanced there.
Gain
You can't fall
mastery.
off. You can't fall off because I mean people who waging you. You brought people up that can wage you. You can't just fall off that.
Yeah, systems is
Yes. So this is one of the things that will encourage every young person. That little thing you are doing, be consistent. Little things. When I started posting in 2018, it wasn't as good as this. But God knows those who will follow that God knows. I did it on my heart. I'm posting things that are ridiculous to my futures. Like I did it with all my heart. So that sincerity should be there. Be committed to be better versions of yourself.
yeah.
And just between the little things you started doing, that little thing you started doing, be consistent in it and give it your best. And the sky is your starting point. Don't compare yourself with people. What measures your success? The indices of measuring your success may not be the same for someone else's success. Some of you, the indices of your success may just be helping someone achieve a particular thing at that time. Some will just be something else, something entirely different. So celebrate the little wins you're having, and everything is gonna be fine. So we just pray. I actually sincerely want to speak to time is already fast then. I wanted to just use the next 1 minute to speak to teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers, particularly about younger teens, then teens that are like 18, 19. Understand? 18, 19, you're already an adult for yet you're still a teenager. I want to encourage you. The social media is a very, very close space, putting a lot of pressure on teenagers. please relax. Life is in phases, you understand? Enjoy every phase that you are right now. Don't be in pressure. Don't be in pressure. You understand? Because your friend is 19 and is married does not mean you just rush and feel like your life is behind schedule. Take things stable and plan things gradually. Don't just live your life to be running like a wheel without control.
That's where
5 years just roll past you and you're just staring. Yeah, come on, you're not an adult. Plan. Even if your plan you still cancel some subsequently. It's not all you cancel. There'll be some that will at least work out. Have a plan for the at least for even 1 year, next 6 months, okay, next 4 years I should have my degree, I should have done this, I should have done that. And then
I
it's a
should get my
picture.
finance, my career.
Okay, yeah,
I
I should
should
have
have
a job
gotten
that's
this
paying me
thing.
at least
Yeah.
okay, I should have a side hustle that's paying me, put me a teenager that's paying me at least 30 to 50,000 a month or
Yeah.
20 or 5,000 a week or 2,000 or whatever it is, depending on how the scenario is. You understand? Just measure your growth gradually. Don't jump, don't jump, don't jump. You understand? Take things gradually and then you'll to sustain. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining.
So we just speak about that.
Alright.
Just in my life.
No, time is fast spent.
Okay.
We would have talked about more things, but time is fast spent. I know a couple of persons speak to a few things. Please be yourself and keep advancing your purpose.
Yeah, just go through your process. Don't compare another person's own with your own.
And most importantly, be prayerful, please.
Yes, be prayerful.
Have a
Very
system for
important.
prayer, please. Be prayerful. When you see people, see the new people praying, join them. Join them.
It's not everybody that is saved.
Yes. You join them. Start from somewhere.
Just you will know the genuine ones. You will know.
Start from somewhere. People are praying, join them. Be prayerful. Be very, very prayerful. The Lord is an amazing place.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for joining. For those who watch again,
Thank you very
thank
much.
you. We really, 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 really appreciate you. Shego is back.
Thank
Shego, do
you.
you have anything to say before
Thank
we
you
round up?
for the birthday wishes. Sincerely appreciate you for. Thank
Okay,
you
Shego,
very
we're
much.
done. You can just say a word for them so we can end this live.
Am I back? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Can you imagine? Okay, so I was listening to the whole conversation, and again, thank you for everybody that has joined. I was listening to the whole conversation. I just could not speak as it were because of a number of things here. I don't know. It was complex, but yeah. Thank you so much for the conversation. It was a real one. I'm sure everyone that listens to this will be able to pick one or two. Wish you guys happy birthday. We trust that God is going to bless you guys and keep you guys. God's face to shine upon you
Thank you.
guys. In Jesus' name. Have a great day.
Amen.
I'll see you next.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Let me
you very
continue
much.
picking my calls. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.